Definitely, there are a lot of suggestions from my side as far as IP goes, and definitely, and especially live IP, because for me, my main concern always is about live concerts, live music, and definitely innovative what do you call designs for festivals, basically, which can actually enable multi-artist performances. And sometimes I just do feel there is not enough inclusivity for. A lot of young songwriters and a lot of people who work in a very bedroom space. They all need a stage, and I think that is one thing that needs to be curated. Not only just live arena tours, can be like in the form of clubs, smaller indie venues which can be curated and put together. Like everybody looks at playing at bigger arenas every time they go, but there are much more friendlier, intimate, smaller tours which actually can boost the morale for people actually who write music and don't see the light of day. So it's just that is a big concern for me, because I came from that space. Of course, I had the blessing of being a part of the bigger Bollywood industry, which has given me so much fame. But I would definitely, I see this. I normally end up seeing a lot of musicians, who don't get to tour, who don't get to play their music. Of course, they all say you have to be very smart in this industry. But when we have such amazing IPs going around, which is being executed in the forms of festivals, in the forms of events, this can also be paid attention to. And definitely, if you are building an IP, and definitely there is a lot of foundation work that goes to it, and people are working on building venues so they can keep having their own what do you call having their own events put into that venue. I would definitely say try and build more venues. You know, try and build more venues, because venues matter a lot. Because today the most common conversation amongst artists are like, there are no venues, like there are not enough venues. There are venues, but not enough venues. And if there are venues, the focus of the venue is on something else than the show. Like it could be probably F&B and stuff like that, where how they can multiply their sales from F&B. But these two factors for me, basically giving more space and more venues for independent musicians, and definitely giving them, if IPs can be live IPs can bring in many independent musicians together and make festivals and take it as a live tour, maybe in India, maybe outside India, smaller cities, but in smaller scales also, like can be really a big boost for their morale.